Hello, Dr. Coker here, and this is a guide to Fungal Grotto 1 from the Elder Scrolls Online on Veteran difficulty. This is one of the easiest dungeons in the game, so it's a good place to start if you're jumping into Veteran for the first time. And of course, if you find this guide useful, consider hitting like and subscribe. As with all base game Veteran dungeons, I recommend having around 200 champion points and 2 5-piece sets in your gear in order to pull your weight. All your gear should be CP 160, and a mix of blues and purples is fine. Now, clear through the first few trash pulls and you will come to the first boss, Tazkad the Packmaster. He is surrounded by adds, and I'd recommend burning them down first to make the fight easier. If you're not the tank, you should stay away from the front of the boss because he has some frontal conal attacks you can avoid. If you are the tank, keep your eye out for Agony, his one interruptible cast. If not interrupted, it will stun the tank. Moving on from Tazkad, after a few more trash pulls, you will come to the second boss, Warchief Ozazai. He will start the fight with a crash landing that hurts everyone near him just a little. He has a blockable heavy attack called Haymaker that the tank needs to watch out for. If not blocked, it knocks the tank down. All players should be mindful of this red beam and expanding AoE when struck with it. If you are marked with this, a dodge roll away from the group would be your best move. It deals more damage if the circle overlaps with other players, and that circle explodes very quickly. He also has some generic AoE circles on the floor that are static and that you can roll out of. Moving along some more, the third boss you'll run into is Broodbirther. He's pretty straightforward. The tank would do best to face him away from the group while the damage dealers burn down the adds. Once that's accomplished, players can sit still for the most part and burn the boss down from behind. Even easier is the fourth boss a little further down, Clatterclaw. This guy has no mechanics of his own. He just spawns a lot of adds that are very weak. The tank doesn't even need to pick them up. Simply melt the boss and all the adds and be done with it. Now we come to the final boss, Kra'gh the Dreugh King. He's a proper last boss, having a few real mechanics. First off, the tank will have to watch carefully for his heavy attack cues, the little yellow lines. This can be blocked, and if the tank misses this block, it's heavy damage and a severe knockback. His deadliest mechanic is probably Lightning Field. This is the one thing you really want to remember. If you see a rapidly expanding red circle, get out ASAP. He's casting Lightning Field, and this can easily be instant death if you aren't the tank. The Dreugh King also does a thing where he runs off and digs up a bunch of crabs. The crabs are pretty weak, so it's not a big deal. But of course it's best if people are a bit stacked or somewhat grouped together so they can be burned down with AoE. If you activate hard mode on this boss, it adds no new mechanics, but his health and damage output are significantly increased. And that's it for Fungal Grotto 1 on Veteran. Thanks for watching, good luck, and see you next time.